All right, welcome everyone. Like, how do you feel being here today to learn about tribe? The 5 secrets to building the fastest tribe in town. Like, you be in Singapore, right? How do you feel, please?
Excited.
Excited, thanks so much. So I want to show you a picture. Look at this. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Okay? You see that? Beautiful. So when you hear Africa, what comes to your mind? When you hear the word Africa, or when you see someone from Africa, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Energy, warmth.
Energy, warmth. Okay, that's amazing. Any other person? Community. Okay.
Great
Poverty.
Tribe.
No, great smile.
Poverty. Okay, poverty. That's great.
Safari.
Opportunities. Oh my God. Yeah.
Drums.
Drums. Okay.
I'm a drummer.
Okay, you're a drummer.
Lions.
Lions. Oh yeah. What about you? Community. Oh,
Good people.
great people. Yeah. Put hands together, my friend. That's amazing. The secret of leadership is very simple. Do what you believe in. Paint a picture of the future. Go there first, and others will follow. These are the words of Seth Godin. How many of you here know about Seth Godin? Excellent. Yeah, he said something very powerful. The secret of leadership is very simple, right? You paint the picture, you go there first, and any other person, they're going to follow you. And I believe you're here because you believe so much in the power of a tribe. And a tribe is simply a team. You could be a CEO, a director, a manager, and you have people working with you or under you. And if you're that person, I think this is where you're supposed to belong now. Because we're going to be discovering some secrets on how your team can stop striving and start driving. You know the difference, right? Between striving and driving. Yeah, so by the end of my presentation, you're going to learn exactly how to drive and not only strive. As a business, as an institution, or as an organization, even as a family member. So, like we say, a tribe is a group of people connected to one another, connected to a leader. There must be a leader, and connected to an idea. 3 key things. The first thing is one another. The second thing is what? The leader. And the last thing is what?
An idea.
An idea. Thank you so much, Sally. You're not. It's amazing. The first thing, they must be connected to one another. All right? And the second thing, they must be connected to a leader. And the last thing, they must be connected to an idea. Okay, practically, this is a tribe. Okay? Who is the leader of the tribe? Okay? Maybe myself, maybe Oliver. And what is the idea of this tribe? Learning. Tribe. Are we together? So we are already a tribe. By induction, we are already a tribe. So we belong and we connect to one another. 2, we have a leader. And 3, we have an idea. And the idea is how to build a tribe. And I think that's why you and I were here, right? Beautiful. So, that definition is amazing by Seth Godin. So, ladies and gentlemen, in 2011, we had an idea of coming out with the Cameroon National Speakers Association. And so, in 2021, the idea was birthed. So, we started for the first time in history in Cameroon and in the public speaking industry in Africa to start what we call the Cameroon National Speakers Association. Okay? It's true, I'm one of the person that brought in the idea because I grew up as a young man at the age of 14. I told my parents I want to become a professional speaker. And they said, no, son, you can't become a speaker. Because in Africa, there's nothing like a professional speaker. And you want to become a doctor, we love you to work in the hospital. That will make us proud. Just like your parents. So, like, you were an accountant, you're a lawyer. You're like happy that you're a lawyer. The same parents. So, like, your parents told me that no speaker for you, Oliver, no speaker. you're going to become a medical doctor. You're going to work in a hospital. I was like, no, not me, a different person. Or if you love it, I can go to the medical school, get a certificate, come and give you that and more. But that is not for me. I told them that I want to become a professional speaker. They told me that there's no money in speaking. You want something that can give money to the family. Guess what? I insisted, I convinced them, I used my speaking skills to convince them, and they were okay. They said, okay, we should go up. So from there, I had an opportunity to speak to, in 2008, my first speaking engagement. I was speaking to 3,000 young people, 3,000. And I was given 3 minutes. And guess what? I mess up. I terribly mess up. They gave me 3 minutes. In the course of speaking, my lips were so dry. Who has experienced that before? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My lips were dry. And guess what? I started to bring word, to usher word, and the words were not coming out. And I just had to humble myself and swallow my pride and walk back to my seat. Thank God for my classmate in high school. Everyone were like, oh, who brought him here? What a mess. My classmates were like, it's okay. Don't give up, try it again. In life, we all need people like Sue Eric who comfort us in a down moment. And so that's the story. And today, I've spoken altogether in 950 event plus, virtually and physically in Africa. And I'm happy to be here today sharing this story with you. And that makes me already a top international speaker. And I'm looking forward to my global training career. So we together did the first event. The first strike with Bell was in Africa through the Cameroon National Speakers Association. What happened? Every day, young people are writing to me on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on WhatsApp. Hey Oliver, we heard you are speaking, training people how to speak with confidence. Please, can you train me how to speak with confidence? Maybe speak a little bit like my friend Eugene. And I was like, I'm busy, I'm traveling here, I'm doing this. But I'm going to create time. So that was in a different city. So at a certain point, I got a vision to move to my home city in Africa. While in my home city in Cameroon, I gathered young ladies and young men who wanted to learn how to speak well. I gathered them, like 29 to 50 of them, one hall. I decided to, okay, I know you guys need this skill of communication, but you may not have money. You know, Africa, somebody say Africa is poor, right? Yeah, you may not have money to pay, but I'm going to train you for free. And they were excited, like, oh yeah. Guess what? I gave myself 2 days. I trained them to become very good speaker, confident. 2 days. I told them that, okay, if you want to further your studies in public speaking, you pay me now. Now that you have the basics, the fundamentals. And guess what? Many of them show up. Some were able to pay like $10, $3. I furthered the training. And among them, there were these ones. Now, after they were trained, the first question I asked myself, what's the way forward? After the training, what next? And guess what? We decided to organize a convention where we can have more people to come and receive training. And so what I did was that we organized a convention as a community, as a tribe of speakers. And those who were trained, they were given the opportunity to speak, to practice what they have learned during the training process. And so what did we do? We had to move to universities, we moved to secondary schools, we moved to high schools, and mobilize students all around as a team. We gathered them, we talked to them, we pitched to university directors, managers, and they sent children and students for us to be trained. And we talked about the event. We went to hotels, we partnered with hotels because we could not pay for the venue like this one. So they provided us with the resources, and behold, we were able to host this event, first ever professional speaking convention in Cameroon. This was it, and these were the volunteers. So with the team, we were able to put this event together, and we had 3 speakers from the Virtual Speakers International. How many of you here are members of the Virtual Speakers International? Put up your hands. Virtual Speakers International. Members of the Virtual Speakers International here. With Paul Ter from Netherlands. Okay, great. So we had 3 members, Jessica, Orca, and Rosa from USA. they volunteered to come and speak to these young people. It was amazing. And after the presentation, in the course of the presentation, we had this, right? Like the picture here, you can see this is my wife here, and this is the artist. You can see the picture. All right, so what happened? We invited this lady. And so in Africa, it is believed that if you want to go fast, go alone.
Correct.
You want to go far,
Together.
go together. And so we believe that in building your tribe, if you want to go fast, just be alone. Take the decisions alone, right? And implement alone. You will go very fast. But there is no sense in going fast. But there's a lot of meaning in going far, right? So if you want to go far, here's the secret. Go together. And that will not happen if you don't have a tribe like this one. And the tribe is what we call the community. And in the corporate world, we call that a team. Can you all repeat after me, please? Team.
Team.
Team. Good. We need a team. And that's a tribe to succeed. We need a team. We all need a team. So, what are the 5 secrets to building this team? Now, the first thing I want to talk about is this. You have to bring in early adopters. Who are early adopters? Early adopters are the people you pitch your vision to them. The first people that accept, yes, we can do this. Those are the early adopters. And you have to invest in them. Look at what I did. I trained them for free. Something that I paid to learn, something I paid to learn, and I gave them for free. Early adopters. That's the first thing. You have to select your team. And it's not everybody that you have to bring in as your early adopters. Are we together? There are some people that will fight the vision. They will not go for it. So you have to take your time and screen who are the people in your team. Who are the early adopters you want to have them. That's the first thing you should do. And that has to do with time. You have to take time, select them. They might not be equipped or knowledgeable, but those who are willing and ready, you get them and then you train them. Are we together? There are some people who could be trained, but they are not fit. So get those who can be able and willing, and then you train them. When you train them, they are more effective and they are more loyal to you than if they train themselves before coming. Does that make sense? So if you are recruiting for your company, for your organization, you could just think about this. It's better you get people who are not trained, but who can do it, and then you empower them. Those people will take you far than taking you faster. Are we together? Great. So that's the first thing you do. And then the second thing you got to do is be the leader. Others can admire you. Are we together? Be that leader that others can admire you. And what is the secret to be that leader that others can admire you? You must learn to walk the talk. Can we all say walk the talk? Walk the talk. Some people say it, talk the work, right? Whatever way you choose it. Either you walk the talk or you talk the work. You know, as a leader, everything you say matters. For instance, there is a story of a rich man in Africa that one old, poor, needy came begging for a place to stay in his compound. And so this old man came in and he met this rich man. He was like, sir, please, for the past 30 days, I've not been able to eat anything. Could you just give me water to drink? And I'm gonna be fine. And the rich man said something very interesting. Okay, I'm busy, but give me 2 minutes. I'm gonna get to my house, finish what I'm doing, get out and give you water to drink. So the old man went on the floor, sat on the floor, waited for this rich man for 1 minute, 2 minutes. The rich man did not show up. 3 minutes, he did not show up. 5 minutes, he did not show up. 1 hour, he did not show up. 1 day, he did not show up. He was too busy. Guess what? When the rich man was coming out, the old man had died. The old man had died. And the rich man was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh, sorry. The old man has died. Simply because the rich man delayed to bring in the water that the old man needed because he was thirsty. He needed just water to drink. And the rich man delayed to provide this water. What do you do to your team members? There are times you give promises. I'm going to do this tomorrow. I'm going to do this in an hour. I'm going to do this in 2 minutes. By the time you end up not even doing that, or if you try, you do it late. What do you think about? Do you think they will believe you the next time? They won't believe you. They will not. So don't be like the rich man. Don't be like the rich man. That when I was busy and then got out and the old man has died. So be a leader that walks the talk. Can we all say walk the talk again?
Walk the talk.
Walk the talk, yeah. Or talk the work. Because when you make a promise, every other thing is hung on that promise. And when you fail to fulfill the promise, you've killed somebody. Somebody might not literally die, but you kill somebody. So the next time you promise somebody something and you don't fulfill the word, just not to kill somebody. And therefore you are a murderer. And you have to be imprisoned. Are we together? So please be the leader that others admire. Okay? When you say something, make sure you follow up and do it. And so this is the secret to get it done. When you give a promise, record it. Hello? Is it making sense? When you want to give a promise to somebody, don't just speak it out. Make sure you have a device that's holding you accountable. Record your promises. Follow them through before you miss out. At times you can really just miss out, not because you don't want to do it, but because what? You're busy. Because you're busy. But they will never understand if you're busy or you're not busy. You kill somebody. So number 2, be the leader that admired others and that others love to work with. So you have to be walking the talk. And the third secret, partner with institutions. Hello? Partner with institutions. There's power in collaboration, right? Partnership is very important. Are we together? Alone, you can never do anything as important. You need to partner and collaborate with other people. All right? And when you're partnering with people, don't go for people that are like you. In fact, I just love the life of this amazing couple that I had the privilege to meet them for the first time in my life. And they're super amazing. And this is not any other couple.
Okay, everybody, 2 minutes.
Sally
2 minutes, you move to the next table.
and Randa. Please put your hands together for Sally and the husband. They are super amazing. They're actually my host here in Singapore. It's a blessing to know them. And guess what? They are very compatible. Sally is very creative. The husband is a bulldozer, implementer, executor. Those are the kind of collaborations you should make with people. Like she said, right? Look for people who complement you, who are completely opposite. And that's why the husband is not here, right? Yeah. So collaborate. We collaborated with universities, with institutions, with hotels that provided us what we needed. We collaborated with the Virtual Speakers International that provided us what we needed. That's why we succeeded. On our own, we couldn't have succeeded. So collaborate. Now, some big ideas to consider when you want to collaborate. Number 1, have a clear vision. Under secretary, have a very clear vision. Let your vision be clear in such a way that everyone in your team masters your vision. 2, communicate both good news and bad news at the same time. Hello, this is very important. How will you feel like if you are hearing from a staff in your company that there was good news, that you won a big contract of 15 billion, and you're hearing it not from the CEO but from maybe a subordinate? How will you feel like?
Okay, everybody, 30 seconds. It's time to please clap, applaud, and your expert. We'll move on to the next table.
I'm going to share the slide.
What is 4 and 5?
4 and 5, I can
Just tell
share.
us.
Number 4, quickly. Number 4, focus on the big
All right,
picture.
I'm gonna